It's the slogan of the week. Next is here. Now, some people call this the NFL's version of speed dating. I don't know if you agree with that or not. Whether you do, the NFL Combine is back here in Indianapolis. After giving up 62 points in 2 games, Illinois' defense was trying to find their footing coming into this one. But if you watch their performance against Penn State, well, that side of the ball was not the cause for concern. Domination has been the name of the game for Rochester football this postseason. I mean, you just look at their first 3 playoff wins. Running clock win, running clock win, running clock win. So, would that trend continue on their first road trip of the postseason? Let's find out. I hate to start with this question because I'm sure you're asked it a billion times.
Oh wait, if you're starting with that, I can finish the question for you.
Okay.
I bet.
What do you think I'm about to ask?
When do I go to the bathroom?
That's the one.
Scott, when do you go to the bathroom? Everyone is fascinated with the bathroom question.
1, 2, 3.
Illinois hopes to do one more stomp over in Glendale, Arizona, but their road to the Final Four starts in Omaha. Yeah, Illini fans are out in full force, and if you can't see it, I'm going to let you hear it. Let's hear it, fellas. I want to try to get an ILL chant going. Can you join me real quick?
Let's go for it.
All right, folks. ILL! ILL! Okay, what says it better than that? Let's send it back to you guys in the studio. December 22nd, 2023. That was the last time that Terrence Shannon Jr. had stepped in front of one of our cameras and had one of these microphones in his face. But on Tuesday, he met with us in this room at this podium right here. I'm going to take on the Brave Challenge. Yes, I am risking my life for you viewers. I am going down the Royal Flush. It is a toilet bowl slide. There is a lot of spins. I gotta tell you, I warmed up with the little dolphin slide in the kiddie pool. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm ready for the challenge. I'm gonna go by our lifeguards, Jane and Paige, so they can get me ready to take on this Brave Challenge.
Good luck to you, sir. But now this is the exciting part, folks. Tyler Jachnicki risking it all for us here on WAND for Discover Central Illinois. And here he goes, down the Royal Flush. And look at him go, picking up speed.
We're joined here by wide receiver Isaiah Williams. Isaiah, you said you're excited to get into some comfy clothes, but first you're gonna have to walk me through the fit right now before you do that.
Okay, the fit. First, what we gotta do, we gotta start with the shoes. So we got some Dior shoes. You know, kind of got them last minute. I was struggling, going through a hard time.
I was gonna say, they look clean.
Yeah, they look clean, brand new.
Hey, if you just happen to stop by, you might get one of these Game of the Week balls given us to our buddies over at Millikan University. Now, I'm not gonna make any promises, Sean, but I'll try to save you one.
Growing up when you're little kids, you can ask like my parents, we would like full on like punch each other. Those driveway games got very competitive. At the time, I would always win.
Oh my gosh, at the time it was terrible. Looking back at it now, it definitely helped me grow a lot.
I was in like first grade. My mom told me a story. She saw me playing and I was super, super aggressive. I'd go up to like all the other little girls and I'd like slap the balls out of their hand. And she was like talking to the director. She's like, I'm sorry about her. And he's like, don't ever take that away from her because not a lot of people have that.
Meanwhile, on the Sullivan side of things, Becky Clayton might be the most physical player in this entire tournament.
My mom's a state championship game when she was in high school. And that was the only game I've watched my mom play, and it's definitely something special because you could see the hard work and the grit that she had in all of her games. And my mom just always tells me, get every rebound. No guard should ever get a rebound over you.
She's not afraid to be loud. It can be annoying sometimes. I won't lie. You can just hear her louder than anyone else, louder than your coach or even your teammates sometimes.
Every time I miss a layup or something, I know she's watching.
You just hear like right here, I'm like, Mom, stop. But I know that it's just her trying to get us to do better, but she'll always be our #1 fan, always be supporting us.
Shoni, our little sister.
Shoni is a celebrity here in Mount Zion.
We watched her go through a really rough time, and if someone her size and her age, she whipped leukemia's butt. She's such a strong little girl, and I think she's definitely someone that we've looked up to.
Kind of like the heartache that brings you seeing like your little sister go through something like that, and also coming together as a family and rallying together. It's just made us stronger. It's made our family closer and made us tougher all together.
Growing up, I was always kind of told that me and Denver would both be studs. When we used to play one-on-one when I was pretty little, she was bigger than me back then, so I would always be fading away and stuff. And I remember her telling me, like, don't ever fade away or be scared of who you're going against. Just always go up into them, never back down.
We've always grown up learning to be humble no matter what, just being true to ourselves, true to our family, and be representing our school.
Even whenever we don't realize it, I think we've pushed each other to do better in both of our sports.
There's never going to be like a jealous moment between us. It's just always support and love between us.
And there's definitely going to be a piece missing, but knowing that she's doing her thing at Southern Utah, I'll be okay with that.
I hope with every bone in my body that he passes everything that I've done.
If you take a trip down Arrowhead Lane, you'll probably see Todd Peddycoart doing the same thing over and over and over again.
A lot of strikes.
Pins and Peddycoarts go together like silver and gold.
It runs in my family. So I had a lot of bowlers in my family, and I'm just trying to take it up with my grandpa. He's been bowling his whole life, so once he kind of quit or retired, I just said I'll just keep it going.
Todd carries that legacy wherever he goes, whether it's on the lanes in Central Illinois or the ones in Orlando, Florida.
I was competing in the USA Games for Special Olympics. My very first time out there. I competed with a bunch of really good bowlers down there. I came in second place in singles, and I got first place in doubles, and then my team, we got fourth place.
Todd's trip to Florida was filled with a lot of firsts.
Yeah, at first I was nervous because it was my first plane ride ever, so I've never been on a plane until then.
But despite some early bumps, when Todd took that first step, the rest was history.
I'm like, you know what? It seems like I've been here before. Like, it's just competition. Yes, it's a bigger competition than I'm normally used to. I'm just here to bowl my game. Doesn't matter who I'm bowling against, just bowl my game that I got taught and just rolling the ball.
Clinton High School. They call it the home of the Maroons, but it's a home that took some getting used to for head coach Vic Binkley.
Everything's different, you know, the gym, the players, I didn't even know their names, but we had a great summer 2 years ago.
But before that summer was a challenging spring.
There was about a week there I was lost.
After 34 years and more than 700 wins at Warrensburg-Latham, the Cardinals decided to go in another direction.
I was asked to resign, and I didn't at first, but then after talking to Clinton's administrators, they said they would hire me as soon as I resigned, so that's the direction I took. And I tried to be on the high road the whole time.
You can tell that it still makes Binkley emotional, but time has shown that change has treated Vic and his boys well.
I think it rejuvenated both of us as far as rekindling a spark in us in the game of basketball.
And victories have come in bunches, thanks to his players buying in.
1, 2, 3.
Vic's Maroons jumped out to a 14-0 start this season after they'd won just 10 games the year before he arrived.
He totally turned our program around for us. He just really created a winning culture, showed us how to win, and just kind of changed our attitudes about how we play basketball.
And while Vic has watched his team perform well up close, he's happy to watch his former team doing the same from afar.
Change is good. It's been good for me, it's been good for Clinton, and it looks like it's been good for Warrensburg. Things usually work out if you take the high road and be positive. Everybody up here has been positive, and that helps.
Because when one door closes, well, you know the rest. Reporting in Clinton, I'm Tyler Jachnicki, WAND Sports.
He's one pitch away from being remembered forever.
The build to a no-hitter and the energy you feel in the booth and the intensity between you and your partner, it's like there's another person in there, and the person is this looming no-hitter.
Moncada, Carlos Rodon has thrown a no-hitter.
Jason Benetti has seen a lot in his years as the voice of the Chicago White Sox, but his relationship with the South Side started long before he put on the headset.
My mom dug up this assignment where I said that I was going to be the next play-by-play announcer for the White Sox. And to have the job for my hometown team, it's the lottery times 100. It's just not supposed to happen.
But beating the odds is a battle Benetti has powered through again and again.
I got sick when I was a kid, a very young kid, a toddler, and so all I knew in life was growing up with a walk that's different than everybody else.
Benetti has cerebral palsy, a group of disorders that affect movement and posture.
I don't take any medication. I don't have chronic pain. I'm one of the very fortunate ones in that way.
Hi, I'm Jason Benetti, your friendly Chicago TV sports announcer, with Awkward Moments.
We have these videos the Cerebral Palsy Foundation put together called Awkward Moments, where people say things to me that they don't even think about. They're just sort of reacting to how I look. But I like to laugh about it, you know? It's just better to say, hey, you know, just because you react this way doesn't mean I hate you, doesn't mean you're wrong. I just think that there might be a better way for you to be able to react to me and maybe assume that I can do more than you think.
It's a message that Benetti echoed when he was recently a guest speaker in the capital city.
Every day, I run into somebody who talks to me a little slowly, somebody who thinks that I can't work the vending machine. When you meet somebody, assume that the first thing you see about them isn't the only thing they are.
I've never met a celebrity who's got the same disability I have, who's gone through the same struggles as I've gone through. And just to be able to get some advice from him into knowing how to overcome the same things that I've grown up struggling with was awesome.
For Benetti, people like Herbert are reasons that he never gets sick of talking about CP.
It doesn't really matter if I do or don't get tired of it. It's kind of the way I live life. And I think there's a universal message in that. Like, you are whatever you are.
And Benetti is exactly who he said he would be, the play-by-play announcer for the Chicago White Sox.
It feels really nice to be able to be somebody that a person with a disability or just a person who's different. To have them say, you know what, maybe people would want to watch me, it really warms my heart.
I think that rhymed right there. Just two great teams going at it. Let's call it a wash. Murphy hits the spin cycle. Nice touch on the floater from number 3. And the Braves start feeding the beast. J.C. Anderson, known for his hands on the gridiron. He reels in that pass and lays it in. Mac back on the attack. Sam Owens gets us and the defense moving before Sean Lee gets it right in your living room. Generals keep firing. Stevie Tatum. The bank is open. MacArthur leads after the first, but the Braves take control. Sammy Driscoll drills the downtown J. Mount Zion takes this heavyweight fight 62-48. The site was Monticello, Illinois, where it was a whole new atmosphere tonight. The Sages playing on their new turf against Illinois Valley Central. And what better way to break in the new playing surface than with a tutty? Luke Teschke puts it on a silver platter for a wide open Carter Foreign. There's a ton of grass, or should I say a ton of turf in front of him. Sages ahead 7-0. Monticello was just getting started. Ike Young, I want to be like Ike. He runs it in for a TD, makes it 14-0 Monticello. Now Illinois Valley would keep pace though. Bryce Ratcliffe going to find his man Griffin Gaines near the pylon for 6. But how about the Sages with the memory of a goldfish? They get right back to work. Teschke again, showing off the hose, and again, he's got a wide open man down the field. This time, Raiden Colbert has the honors of receiving as Monticello wins their first game on their new turf, 52-13. Well, the men looking to make it a sweep at the Grizz hosting Blackburn. CCIW cross-country champs in the house. And in their honor, they were running the floor early. Drake Stevenson goes straight to the rack for Milliken's first points of the game. Now it's one of my favorite plays, the no-look pass. Chase Travis to Nate Strouder, who's going to nail the bunny. And the next time down the floor, Strouder looking for more of a long-distance trip. And folks, the plane has landed. Next up, it's going to be the other Strouder, Walter Strouder. Going to go up for the slam. Psych! He's just going to lay it in as Milliken rolls with a 73-56. Illinois basketball's best player, Terrence Shannon Jr., has been suspended indefinitely after being charged with rape. Karen Alyssa, the judge did not make a ruling on Shannon's temporary restraining order. Now, Shannon was indeed in the courtroom for the hearing, and so were several other Illini basketball players, including Coleman Hawkins,
Luke Goody, Marcus Domask, and Quincy Guerrier. This is the first time that the Illini are going to enter a road environment since Shannon's suspension was lifted. Now, there's still a very serious legal situation going on in Douglas County, Kansas.